All right, so we're going to do some 6th grade math. I'm going to watch the video and take some notes while I do that. So you can watch the video too, and you can take these notes, or you can just kind of take the notes and then watch the video, however you want to do it. It's the one that's on the handout.
Credit and debit.
Here we go.
Very different cards. All right, so let's talk about credit and debit cards.
And I'm just going to pause as I go because that way I can take notes. So I'm going to, and if you're taking notes, go ahead and submit these to your teacher too. So that, or put them in your journal. If you have your journal, that's great. And snap a picture. If you don't have your journal and you're just doing it on paper, then just, you can send those in. So I'm going to do credit and debit. And then I'm going to put my name. Make sure anything that you're turning in or even taking pictures of that you're putting your name on. Okay?
Both are convenient and accepted almost everywhere. Both are made of plastic and probably, yep, in your wallet right now. And both offer...
Okay, so they're both. Well, we could have done a Venn diagram, but okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little Venn diagram of some of the things that they're doing because... So I'm just going to draw a big circle here and another big circle here. I'm going to put credit, debit. This is probably where most of my notes are going to go. I probably needed it bigger, but you know what? I'm going to start over. I'm going to do it a little bigger. Sorry, guys. It's okay if you have to start over too. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do a Venn diagram. I'm going to keep my other paper though, just in case I need it for like just regular written notes here. See, I'm just going to fold this up like that. And then if I have to take regular notes, I'll put them here. And then I'm going to do my credit and debit here. All right, so he said they were both convenient. They are plastic. Not sure if that makes, well, you know. Accepted everywhere. That means you can go to any store and use it. It's very few places don't take credit cards anymore or debit cards, so yeah. All right, here we go.
Fraud protection and security.
Okay, fraud protection and security. Security. So that means like nobody's gonna be able to use it, or you know, if somebody does get a hold of it, then there's protection for you. Okay.
But do you really know the advantages and disadvantages of each? Or what makes them different from each other? Well, there's actually a lot separating the two. Yeah. So let's start by taking a look at your daily routine, shall we? Okay, this is fun. Say you're out and about, and you stop for a cup of coffee, latte, my fave, because, you know, you like to treat yourself, right? You deserve it. You get to the register, pull out your wallet, and the cashier asks you for credit or debit. Here's the thing. It's a question we hear almost every day, but don't really think about that much. You know, I mean, what's the difference between the two? Which one should we use and when? And most importantly, why is it so important to know the difference? All great questions. And the best way to answer them is to take a look at the pros and cons associated with each. But first, let's, clearly define each type of card.
Okay.
A debit card is a payment method that's linked to your bank account. So,
okay.
the money
I'm going to pause that.
Right.
So this is linked to bank account. Okay, so that means like the money that you actually have in that you've earned or that you've been given or that you know, somehow have accumulated, that's how that money comes out. So it's money that you actually have. You're not spending money that you don't have. Okay?
A credit card is also a payment method, but instead of tapping into your own money, the purchase is paid for temporarily using someone else's money, like the bank or card issuer.
So you're borrowing money over here. So you're borrowing money on a credit card that you have to pay back. So let's say you went to Walmart and you bought a PlayStation 4 for $300. It's probably cheap compared to what they really are. And you used a credit card. Eventually, you're going to have to pay that money back. Within 30 days, you're going to be having to make a payment, minimum payment. And so if you had the money in your debit card, the $300, it would have been better to use that debit card because then you're done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay?
Comes at a price. Interest.
Oh.
Okay, now for...
See, that's the reason right there. Plus paying back interest. So interest just, they accumulate. It accumulates month after month after month, and you have to pay more. Okay.
Let's start with debt. After you swipe that debit card, money is automatically taken out of your account. Yeah, you know, in this way, it's a lot like using cash, except more convenient since you don't have to carry cash, any of it. Plus, it's also great for keeping track of what you spend, because if you're enrolled in online banking, you can review your transactions online, or you can always check your balance at the ATM. Oh, and speaking of
Online banking helps you keep track of money, track of spending.
Let's say you need some paper money. Well, your debit card, well, you know, it's usually combined with your ATM card, meaning if you have money in your account, you can usually get cash wherever you can find an ATM, which these days is pretty much everywhere. But remember, to avoid those ATM fees, be sure to use your own bank's ATM. Another plus is that many stores, you know, they allow you to take cash out at the register.
Okay, so if you want cash, you can pull cash. You can get cash at ATMs or most stores. I know most stores will ask you when you swipe or whatever, do you want cash back? And you can yes or no. Sometimes they do a fee, sometimes they don't. But just so you know.
Just use your PIN. But, good question. Here we go. What if you leave your card at the register or it falls out of your pocket somewhere along the way? Can anyone just pick it up and start making cash withdrawals too? Well, thanks to your PIN number, most likely they can't. No, your PIN is an identification code that adds a layer of...
Okay, and I'm going to put this for both because they both have a PIN. Okay. PIN protected. I don't know if you've ever heard of a PIN number, but it's like a number that you come up with that only you know, and you use it to identify that you're the one that is using your card. So you have to put that PIN number in. You've probably seen your mom or grandma or grandpa or dad do that. And that helps protect. That's like a little layer of protection on your card.
It's difficult for anyone to access your money. You know, I mean, it's important to safeguard the PIN to keep your money safe. So don't give it to anyone. And in those cases where, let's say, someone gets hold of your debit card and uses it for something where your PIN isn't required, well, luckily, most banks have some kind of fraud protection policy.
And we already talked about the fraud protection. We already have that in our notes.
Here's one more benefit of your debit card. You don't pay interest on your purchases like you would with a credit card.
Okay, so that's really important. You don't pay interest. Remember, interest is like an extra fee that you pay to use the credit card. So when you use your debit card, you don't have that extra fee. And on the credit card, it just builds and builds and builds. On your debit card, there is none, so you don't have to worry about it.
Price, but as long as you have sufficient funds in your account, you only pay the price that's listed. Making your debit card a great way to avoid the interest that can come with buying on credit. So, those are the pros. Debit is convenient, secure, interest-free, and some people find it easier to keep a budget. Now, let's talk about a few of those cons. First, your card can be declined. This happens when you don't have enough cash in your account.
So that's good to know. You have to have the cash. You have to have the cash. You have to have cash in the bank. You can't just use your debit card if you don't have any money in the bank. So if you're not working or you're not putting money in there, it's going to get declined.
Getting declined happens sometimes, even to the best of us. And while not being able to complete a purchase can be frustrating, it does protect you from spending the money you don't currently have. Do keep in mind that some banks allow customers to overdraw their checking accounts for a fee. If you think this might be a useful feature for you, check with your bank to find out their...
Okay, so some do have overdraft protection. I personally don't use that because you can get a lot of trouble. Overdraft is basically turning your debit card into a credit card because it's taking money that you don't have and saying that you're going to pay it back. But usually there's a big fee involved, and it's a really bad cycle to get into. You don't want to do that.
Okay, so now let's rewind a little bit and talk about credit cards. Some people think of credit cards is working kind of like short-term loans, because essentially you're borrowing money from a bank or a card issuer to pay for your purchase. And when it's that time to settle up, if you carry the balance from one billing cycle to the next, you're most likely going to have to pay interest. In addition to being useful for making everyday purchases, a credit card can really come in handy in emergency situations.
Okay. So yeah, it is good for emergency. So if you don't have the money, let's say you blow a tire, and your car is not warranty or whatever, and you have to go buy a tire, and you don't have the money, but you got to go to work. So what are you going to do? That's when a credit card comes in handy. But what happens is people get a credit card and they overuse it. If you're going to have it for just emergencies, it's good to leave it at home, put it somewhere where you're not going to have access to it, and then just use it for emergencies.
So let's say you find yourself stranded on the side of the road because
Wow.
just took out a couple of tires.
That's funny. That's just what I was saying, and I hadn't seen this.
The thing to remember is you have to pay for it later. And speaking of paying, when you pay your credit card bills on time, guess what? Good things happen to your credit overall.
Oh, that is a good thing. It can help or hurt your credit score. So your debit card doesn't do anything with your credit score because that's just like a bank account. Credit card, if you pay on it and you pay well or you pay it off every time, it can help or it can hurt. If you miss a payment here or there, it can make a difference. Okay?
Your bills on time, stay within your credit limit, pay more than the minimum balance on you. I mean, you can improve how your credit is evaluated. That's huge. And, that might qualify you for lower interest rates on loans and credit cards, which is great news if you're going to take out a mortgage or something like an auto loan in the future. Lots of credit cards come with extra perks too, like grace periods that allow you to make purchases without interest as long as your balance is paid in full each month. Or rewards points that can be used for...
Okay, so some have perks. Rewards. Perks or rewards. So they have like free gifts or free this, or use your card and save money here. So some of them do have that.
Airline miles or hotel stays. And you know, some cards even offer cash back every month. In fact, if you already carry a credit card, you know, you might be missing out on features you don't know about. Things like travel insurance or purchase protection. That's a great one. You know, that could really come in handy when you're buying a big ticket item like a brand new washing machine or a cool laptop. You know, in fact, when something goes wrong with a purchase, a call to your credit card company can make the difference between you fighting to get your purchase refunded or replaced on your own, and having the power of a big company on your side to help you out, which is nice. Fraud protection is another benefit of a credit card. Well, say someone gets hold of your card and uses it. You might not be liable for what they buy with your name. And this is true of debit cards as well, but, you know, the policies, you know.
Well, we already talked about the fraud protection for both of those.
There are clearly many benefits to using credit cards, but, you know, there are some potential downsides as well. And those typically come about, you know, when you don't use your card responsibly, like when you miss a payment. You'll be hit with late fees, and your annual percentage rate, or APR, can also rise. Even worse, have a negative effect on your credit. You should also be careful about going over your credit card's limit, because if you do, you'll likely pay for fees. Another thing to look out for is overspending. Some cards, they'll give you pretty high spending limits. Without discipline, you know, you can end up spending your way into a place where you may not want to be. Unnecessary debt. And that's a hole that can be hard to climb out. So credit or debit, the choice is yours. And that's what we're really talking about. Making a smart decision and understanding the pros and cons that come with each. So the next time you're standing at that register, you know, you'll know that whichever card you decide to use, you'll be using the one that's right for you. It's the kind of knowledge that helps you sleep better at night, unlike that extra large latte you just bought yourself.
All right, so that was pretty good. Now I'm trying to find the paper here. I'm trying to find, I don't know what I did. Oh, there it is. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to go through right here. And I'm just going to read them to you. And using your notes, you can use your notes. This is a really good, this should help you with everything. Money is borrowed and paid at a later date, so you need to look which one it is, or if it's both. Money is automatically taken out of a checking or savings account. Check to see. Great for emergency situations. Card is declined if not enough money in the account. Has extra perks. May pay interest. May receive cash from ATM. Convenient. Secure. May pay late fees. No interest. Replaces cash. Affects credit score. Has fraud protection or may cause unnecessary debt. So, okay, of course, this row here is your debit card and this is your credit card, and you have your notes and everything is right here. So all of your answers are right there. Okay, and that is it for 6th grade math. That was all that we had to do. You could choose to do the book work or the worksheet in the video, and we did the worksheet in the video, so you guys are done.